Hey guys, it's Chelsea Messinger with Picks and Parlays. We're talking NBA action because, yes, it's March, but there is plenty more basketball action other than just March Madness. We've got some great matchups in the NBA, including this one. Utah on the road at Boston. Jazz road favorites here, -5. Total is 227 and a half. And Utah wants the darlings of the betting community going on that great cover streak. Now they've lost 4 of their last 6 straight up while failing to cover in 5 of those. And then we've got the Celtics 20 and 18 straight up, 18 and 20 against the number. We've got Craig Trapp joining us to break this one all down. Craig, initial thoughts on Jazz and Celtics?
Well, I'm surprised that this odds are where they are. I really thought that this would be a 1-point favorite one way or the other. I just didn't think with the recent struggles of the Jazz and the Celtics have been playing a little better. Since Kemba Walker came back and he's kind of got healthy, the team started to play a little better. 2 keys for the Celtics almost every game will be extra important when you face a really big team with Gobert and company at the Jazz is can they rebound and can Kemba Walker play consistently? When he plays consistently and they rebound the basketball, they can beat anybody. But on the nights that Kemba doesn't play great, he's out because he's banged up, which has been a lot. They can be beat by anybody. But the one thing is they have been really good at home. I think it's 11 and 5 against the spread at home. So I'm going to take the Celtics here. I think they win outright. I just think the Jazz are struggling a little bit. I think you're kind of at these are the dog days of summer, as they say in baseball, but this is the dog days of the NBA season, where it's in the middle of the season. The Jazz are like, hey, we're probably going to end up with a 1, 2, or 3 seed. We're just going to try to limp to the finish line. Well, you can't do that in the NBA because anybody can beat anybody on any given day. Let's take the Celtics here plus the points, but I will probably sprinkle a little on the money line because I do think Kemba and company, Kemba, Tatum, and Brown have a great game, and I think they win this game.
Right, and Marcus Smart is also back after being on the injured list for a long time, and he's probably their best defender, and also has been contributing quite a bit offensively this season before he got hurt. I think you pointed out perfectly the home road splits for both of these teams are pretty telling because you've got the Celtics who are 12 and 5 at home, 8 and 13 on the road, and then you've got Utah who's 16 and 2 at home. But this game is on the road where they are 12 and 8. So we'll see if that trend continues here. Looking at a total of 227 and a half, do you have any leanings there?
This Jazz team has shot the ball from 3. That's really the key. I mean, they have shot the lights out all year long. They've kind of cooled off a little bit since the All-Star break. And against a very good defense in Boston, not just Marcus Smart, but Tatum and Brown, their length gives people real problems. So I think it's kind of like if you like the Celtics, you probably should like the under in this one. You'd have to say the Celtics are going to bother them. So I wouldn't go crazy on the total here because the Jazz, the way they score and as fast as they play, they can push this pace over if they get hot. I still think the Celtics could cover and win, even if it goes over. But I think I would lean towards the under if I had to gun to my head type of atmosphere here.
Well, it's March. We've got to have some good action on things. But yeah, about the Jazz, it seemed I feel like I was watching one game and they were down the entire game, and then in the fourth quarter they just made it rain threes and completely changed, the outcome of the game. And that's kind of the NBA in a nutshell. It doesn't really matter what team. It's a game of runs. But like you said, Boston usually a hard-nosed, defensive-minded team, traditionally speaking. So maybe they can slow them down here, and maybe Boston can get something cooking, at home. But that's going to do it for our NBA talk here on Picks and Parlays. Great stuff from Craig Trapp, as always. Craig, thanks for joining us.